Hey, this is Dawnna St. Louis. I know it has been so long since I've been on Facebook Live. Quite honestly, I have been super ridiculously heads down, getting ready for several things. I just spoke at TransFinder yesterday, which was awesome. Had a fantastic audience, and now I'm actually, check it out, see that? I'm in Great Barrington, Massachusetts. I am getting ready to go. I'm mountain climbing. I'm actually going up this pretty steep hill, hence the reason, got a walking stick. Let me tell you, total rookie here. Didn't even know how awesome walking sticks were until I had one and going uphill. Total game changer when you got a walking stick. But check it out, I want to show you this. So that's the, let's see if I can show you. That's my soon to be uphill climb. So I'm heading uphill, but here's the thing, you know, people always talk about finding your summit of success. You're getting to your peak of success and where you want to be. And it's so funny because I talk to hundreds of people all the time, and they always say things like, you know, first I got to put up my website, and then I got to do my demo video, and then I got to do, you know, and they have all these things they have to do. And by the way, this is about 1.5 miles up the summit of Monument Mountain that I'm climbing. So I think I can actually climb and walk as long as I got my walking stick. But, you know, when I was at the bottom of this mountain, there was this sign, and the sign led to 3 trails: the Indian Trail, the Hickory Trail, and another trail that was like no joke. The one that required hand over feet kind of climbing, which I was not doing. I'm using a walking stick. Anyway, I realized that if I didn't know my position, if I didn't know where I was, it would be really, really freaking hard to get to where I wanted to go. The other thing that would be impossible is if I didn't know my position, which trek to take. Could I take the easier trek that only requires a walking stick, even though maybe it was a little longer? Do I take the hard trek that has a lot of peaks and valleys, a lot of lessons learned, a lot of mistakes, and then where I might even have to turn around and go backwards because maybe it was too hard for me? Do I take the other trek that was also pretty challenging? Or do I take the trek that's tried and true? Here's the thing. If you don't know your position, you have no idea which trek to take at all. You're trekking along in the woods with no idea of the trail you're going to take because you don't know how you're positioned. It's no different here climbing the mountains than it is in your business. You got to be super, super crystal clear on how you're positioned. So let me show you something real quick. Hold on. I'm going to show you 2 trails right now. Now I know I want to go to the summit, and you may even see behind me there's a blue dot on that tree. That dot keeps me on track. Part of one of the things that I do in my business is make sure that people have blue dots along the way so they know exactly where they're going. Now look at this tree behind me. See it? Again, it has blue dots on it, so I'll know where to go. I also know I'm taking the Indian Monument Trail. When someone has the path already, and they have the plan, and they know how it reaches the summit, then why wouldn't you take it? So I could do this. I could take the Indian Monument Trail, where it clearly points out, or I could do this. There's literally a fork in the road, and I can go that way, right? And while that might seem kind of cool, the one thing that I know I want to do for sure, no questions asked, is I want to make it to the summit. I want to be successful. There's no shame in taking a trail that someone's already carved. Hey, once I do that and I'm like, I've made it to success, I know where I started and I know how to get there. After that, if I want to come back and I want to take the other trail, then I can give it a shot. But to start knowing where I am. Start knowing where I'm positioned. Recognize my level of expertise. Hey, guess what? From an expertise level, I'm a total rookie out here. I don't know what I'm doing. Literally, someone just gave me a walking stick and said, it helps you climb the mountain a little better. No, really? I know what I'm an expert in and what I'm not. I'm not an expert in this. I am an expert in building businesses, but I meet so many people that are not. And I show them the trails, I show them the markers and the direction they need to go. And because they want something different, they end up taking the other trail and struggling, getting to a certain point and falling back down. They're not positioned right, and even when they are, they don't recognize their level of expertise. You know, yesterday, my friend Julie did this live stream, and she talked about how she was doing something she never thought she'd be able to do, and that was to write a book. Not only did she write a book in record time, she had that book in her hand 2 weeks later, and she said, I never thought I'd be able to do that. And the reason that she didn't think she'd be able to do that, by the way, was kind of astonishing to me, because she's a brilliant person, knows her expertise, kills it. She's definitely in the flow. Her business is taking off. But at the end of the day, the reason that it is because when she started at the bottom of the mountain, she looked at me and said, okay, guide, you're the expert. Get me to the summit. Now she's almost to the summit. And here's the cool part. When she decides to go and do that trail again, she'll do it. She'll know the markers. She'll know where she needs to be. And she'll also decide what kind of path she wants to take. Listen, if you haven't been a successful entrepreneur before, then you might as well follow somebody who knows how to take the path. Because guess what? I'm following that guy because he does. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.